Hey guys, this is your host Scooby, and welcome to the Toon Balloon podcast, our outlet to discuss, theorize, and enjoy our favorite webtoons with the occasional anime and manga sprinkled in between. In today's episode, my friends B, Panda, and I will be hosting an in-depth analysis of Chapter 188, Vandals and Verdicts, Part 1 of Lore Olympus by Rachel Smythe. If you would like more opportunities to support the beloved creator, then please consider purchasing the latest Lore Olympus hard copies, merch, or even simply subscribing to her webtoon. I will leave links in the description below. The girls and I actually decided to do something a little different with this week's episode, and that is to share a bit of a read-along in this chapter. Now, mind you, we are not professionals. We giggle a lot. We definitely get out of hand, but we had a lot of fun, and we actually recommend following along by scrolling through the chapter itself, as we are strictly reading the dialogue and it helps a little bit to keep up. So before we start, there will be spoilers, so you have been warned. Now let's talk Lore Olympus, episode 188, Vandals and Verdicts, Part 1. All right, guys. So we are going to have a large analysis on episode 188 of Lore Olympus, Vandals and Verdicts, Part 1. And here are my co-hosts, Panda and B.
Hello. Panda here.
All right, so where did this chapter leave us off on?
So it starts with Demeter, Hestia, and Hera in the room, so like talking and like,
kind of arguing.
Fighting, not talking, like arguing. Yeah. Interesting to see.
So who wants to be Demeter and who wants to be Hera in this situation?
I'll be Hera, guys.
You be Hera.
Darn it, no, I wouldn't be our queen.
All right, fine. I'll let B be the queen. I will be.
Because I'm Queen B.
Yeah, exactly. I'll let you be the queen for tonight. I will be Demeter, the Hellcaster Mother, because I like power and control.
All right. I'll be Hestia if I need to be. All right, go for it, girls.
Who am I again? This isn't funny.
I don't think it's funny at all.
Then why are you smiling?
Because I'm uncomfortable.
They are fighting again.
You knew something was going on with them. Why didn't you contact me?
Don't raise your voice at me.
Hilarious.
It's a paternal match. Your daughter can be a queen.
A practical match? Practical match? Practical match? I can't believe what I'm hearing. She's the goddess of spring.
She's a fully grown, immortal being. Why can't she choose her own mate?
Sweating.
My daughter's purpose is to... Wait, what? Sorry, guys. Back into character. My daughter's purpose is not to be a jewel in the crown of Hades. Hestia, you've been awfully quiet. Hestia?
My scar is bleeding.
Question mark, surprise.
Okay, I think we got through a lot of it.
Right. So fun.
Guys, your acting skills are on top of the game today.
Yes.
I really wish they could see the hand movements we had.
Right? I wish. The way I was dying with the practical match, I was like, if they could have seen that part, that would have been hilarious.
I'm so glad that the emotion actually shows in the artwork. Like you can see Demeanor having a literal breakdown as she's ripping her house apart.
And she's just like, oh, I love that. And you
I
know,
love how her hair gets as big as
it's
her
just getting
like
bigger. Oh my god.
anxiety.
It's about like same as Persephone. Guess that's where her daughter gets it from.
That's fair.
My favorite scene of her breaking down was the last time that she said practical math. And she's like gripping the curtains for dear life, and her face is just like screaming, and her hair is just everywhere. She's just like, practical math? What do you mean? That,
Oh my god. I was the whole fighting. I mean, we could tell that two powerful personalities are clashing here, and that is our Queen Hera, and that is our overbearing helicopter mother, Demeter.
Yeah.
And it's quite interesting because Hera's all here, like she's like, I'm all for your daughter becoming queen and falling in love and everything, and then Demeter's just like, ah.
that makes me really appreciate Hera's character even more. She's like very supportive, but like behind the scenes, like she's not like always making it known, but she's super supportive of her, and I love that. And like she's trying to figure out like what's going on with Persephone because she knows there's something wrong, but she's not being too like I don't know, nosy about it at the same time. And I don't know, I just really love her character. She's definitely a very, very well written character.
Very respectful. I appreciate that she's so respectful of her, and I think that's just something that Persephone desires, like out of most people she builds relationships with now. It's like if they can just respect her, I think it just elevates their connection.
I feel like that's one of the reasons why she's a little bit more comfortable. Like when we see them talking to each other, she seems relaxed around her, and I like that because she actually listens and she cares. She's not this like she's the one person other than like Hades and like who else? Hermes maybe, that like is there and like listens and like cares and isn't like making her believe or like persuade her to think a certain way for their benefit. So me like Hera.
I love how she's level-headed with everyone. She doesn't pick and choose. It's not one of those people where all of a sudden she's like, well, I'm going to change for you, and I'm going to change for you. She's always like, this is my demeanor. I am polite to you. Oh, no, you ain't going to disrespect me, honey. Let me show you what's up.
Yeah, I really like that. And she definitely has a lot of patience because I personally, if I was in her position, I couldn't have kept such a level head. Especially if I was married to Zeus, like, bro, you got problems.
So all this fighting leads up to it ending because Hestia's scar is bleeding. And it's kind of just like what happened with Hera in the past, where her scar kind of opened up in the shower. She was in the shower, right? I don't know. They had to take her in the shower. It was like burning, wasn't it? And so here...
she was like in a lot of pain.
Yeah, and we know how Hera got her scars because she was ripped in half. And here, Hestia has like a light scratch on her thigh. So I'm curious. Like they all have marks. They have proven in the past. Like Demeter has one on her back. And I don't think it's opened up yet, right?
No, I don't think it has. Hades has marks. Poseidon has marks. Hera.
Zeus does not.
Hestia. Zeus does not because he was the only one that wasn't like in Cronus's, I guess, clutches or whatever, hurt by him. Like that. He was like the last one. So
yeah. He got lucky, but everyone else has a scar. And so far, we've seen two characters already have them open up and bleeding. So, what do you suppose is going on, and why is this happening?
The whole thing with Persephone possibly being a fertility goddess, and then her tree in the underworld, and it like leaking onto Kronos. Like he's awakening, in my opinion. Like there's something. His power. He's getting a little bit more powerful. He's awakening. There might be some kind of chaotic thing of him almost breaking out or something, and that's why their scars are suddenly starting to open up. The wounds are opening up and they're bleeding. Like maybe that's what I was thinking it was probably leading to a warning, kind of like, okay, this is 2 for 2 now. It's not like it wasn't just a random thing with just Hera or whatever. It's happened to Hera and Hestia, and I'm assuming it's going to happen to one of the other sisters, because like it just seems like Demeter should be next with this whole like thing happening. And like we've seen that she has scars, so I don't know, I feel like it's like implying that something with Kronos is going to happen and there's going to be chaos.
I still truly think that I don't know if the fertility goddess has anything to do with it yet, but I do think that the tree and how it's growing and it's dripping onto Kronos, that he's taking in that energy. And like maybe I'm going to take a reference here from Harry Potter that the scars that he has on the other people are kind of like Horcruxes, if you guys know Harry Potter. So it's like a little bit of him that he's able to drain their energy potentially, because now he's got enough nutrients from the tree drip that he can start pulling his powers from the scars, and they're bleeding because he's literally taking their light force.
See, that makes sense. Like, it's kind of what, it's not what I was saying to the same degree, but like you kind of built on it, I guess. And I
Yeah.
like what you said with the whole Harry Potter thing, because that would make a lot of sense. Like, I guess I wouldn't know like if it has anything to do with the fertility goddess situation, but I think it kind of, it keeps being said, it keeps being mentioned that she is, and the tree dripping, I feel like that's part of her power, the fertility goddess thing. I think that is kind of tying into that, and it made him like stronger to be able to drain his
Maybe.
like their essence out of them. So I feel like both of our ideas can kind of like merge into one, become another one. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
it.
I guess the fertility
But
thing
like,
would
yeah,
that would be why the tree is so fruitful, if you will, and it's producing these nutrients. Now, my thing is what if Kronos can realize this, and so the first thing he does is he goes after her?
see, I was thinking that I was thinking, you know, like everyone's trying to keep this thing hidden, and he's the one getting some power from this tree that's so from a so-called fertility goddess. So the first thing that he would do, in my opinion, like that would make sense for him to go after Persephone. Like he knows, he has an idea of her. He knows Hades has like a thing for her. I'm assuming, like he kind of has that vibe, I guess. Like I feel like that is the first thing he would do if he were to get out.
Yeah. I'm suspecting that a lot of it, like he's beginning to get harness energy. He's getting fueled by Persephone's touch, essentially, because that's her flowers. And I feel like either the scars, I don't know if they're all going to start lining up to each person who like sequentially got hurt by him. So we start with Hera, and I don't know if she was the last person to get hurt, you know? Is it going to go all the way to, and then the final person to get his scars to open up maybe would be Hades, because he was the first person to be eaten out of everyone to get a scar. And that's how like, oh no, Kronos is going to show up and blow up the trial. I don't know if he's going to come to trial, but he's just going to blow up the place and be like, hey, what's up? I got out of Tartarus and everything.
Hey, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm always referencing some sort of cartoon, but it's always like this whole, like he's in a jail, like he's caged up and everything. Reminds me so much of Kung Fu Panda. And Tai Lung's here, got that one feather, and he unlocks that cage and gets out, and he's wreaking havoc on the whole town and everything because he managed to escape with that one tiny piece that he needed to get out of there.
And that one tiny piece in this
That's
situation
an
is
idea.
Persephone's.
I have been saying for multiple podcasts now that I truly believe before this whole court case is over, Kronos is going to jump into that court. So I still believe it.
I personally think that too, but like there's just I just feel like, you know, something is coming, and I have a feeling it would definitely be like Kronos coming out, because we keep hearing about this like power that she has apparently, and now everyone's wounds are starting to open up. Well, not everyone's, but like, you know, it just feels like, I don't know, it just feels like something's coming.
It makes me wonder if when Hades, his arm was changing, and like the picture of him being a Titan holding Persephone is foreshadowing, because all this is going to make it where he has to become a Titan form.
And like he's been stuck in that form recently. Like the galaxy is showing.
Yeah.
Like he's been stuck and he can't get out of it. Like maybe it's like his body like changing to that, because like, you know, something's happening in the underworld.
Yeah. You know, he's a very powerful god. Like, he's a very powerful titan, Kronos. And it's because, like, he controls time. Like, that's his big element that he controls. And I don't know if, like, what he's doing with their scars is kind of like manipulating time on them and opening them up rather than them being healed
Yo.
anymore. And so I'm
Yo.
suspecting that could be like a possibility. I don't know if, like, how he's doing that because he's still caged up in Tartarus.
I didn't think about it like that. That is another really good theory. Like, you're saying, like, you don't know how he could be doing that, but like the tree dripping onto him, he's harnessing power little by little. He's gaining a little bit strength from that tree. So he's starting small, probably from the
And
last
he can
one.
go back in time where he wasn't in prison and manipulate the past.
Dude, that's crazy.
I'm interested how they're gonna be if he gets out. Like, their only way they were able to, like, distract them. Like, they had to distract them in order to find an opening, and that was by using Hera. And, you know, she was essentially like their, I don't know how to describe it, but she had to be the decoy. She had to be the decoy here, and I don't know how they're gonna do that now because they can't use Hera again because it's not gonna work a second time. So I'm like, Persephone and Hades.
What if they try to make Persephone look like a snack that he can eat and gain power, and then when he's vulnerable and he's just going to eat her, they like attack.
Smack him up. Yo, that'd be kind of funny, dude. But like where the characters are now, like we have Zeus, we have Poseidon, we have Hades. They're strong. We have he has what's his face? Zeus has a whole bunch of kids. Like they can all fight together against Kronos. Yes, he's definitely very, very powerful, but like so are these other gods and goddesses that we have. Like if they fight together, and now we are hearing Persephone, being this other power that she has, she doesn't know how to use it. Like she's definitely gonna have a part to play in this. I like a
Glad
really
that,
big
like,
part.
yeah, now it's not just like, I don't know how many traders they call them were to fight off like Kronos and them. But now they got like a whole posse here. They got every god you could think of. They got Ares, Athena, people who specialize in this stuff. Yeah. There's so many possibilities, and like how it's gonna start, we're not sure yet. It could start in the trial. We never know. That's for the theory episode where we just talk theories.
Literally. Yes. That would be so much fun.
Yes. So here is Hecate going, all right, so Demeter just needs to give her testimony. And then if all goes to plan, everything should wrap up today. Do you have any questions? Who wants to be Persephone?
Good. Oh, I was wondering about the new location.
Zeus. He likes to mix it up.
I'm so happy that this is almost over.
Yeah, no kidding. What do you think you'll do first?
Well, I think I'd like to apply for law school. After all of this, I feel like it's what I'd really enjoy doing. Plus, the campus has a lovely library.
Okay, we're going to pause right there. I love the idea of her going to law school. It's just so fitting to, like, because, Hades' whole position is about judgment of the souls. And
exactly.
Look at this girl.
I feel like that would really, really work for her. And like Persephone, she's just like, she's such a caring, loving, like, individual, and she wants to help people. And I feel like there's definitely multiple ways you can help people. And so I feel like it fits with her relationship with Hades as well. Like her being a lawyer would just be amazing. Like the whole soul thing. And like, when she was trying to free those people because, she messed up, like, I feel like it would really, really work. That'd definitely be like a power move for her. She'd be such a baddie, bro. She already is, but even more.
Yeah, no, I think that would be great. And how Hera helps other people because she's like this level-headed, perfect individual. People could start coming to Persephone about that as well because she would have this knowledge, and going through court right now herself, she know what it'd be like to be personally attacked.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And how to like fight for people.
True. And like also coming from like her trauma and like I feel like this could really help her grow and like also find justice for other people that Apollo might have hurt, you know?
We need this
Just in
roast
general.
session, please.
We
Cook him
do. Oh my
alive.
goodness.
This
We got so
blob.
many people to roast, bro. Not just Apollo. Like, so
Gabby
many
making
people.
fun of my hand motions.
No, the roast the blob. That's what we're talking about here.
What? What are we doing with your hand?
I
We're gonna
started doing
roast.
this, and Gabby started doing this, and I thought
I think
she was
it's
making fun of
instinctual.
it.
I'd see you do it. I must.
I do it too.
Good.
Say less.
Your listeners need to see the hand
I know.
movement.
Oh
that
yeah.
we do.
They're probably just like, what are they doing?
Oh my god.
Like, can you hear me? Can you hear me doing this with my hands? Like, that probably sounds very strange. But anyways.
I don't think I can make the mic hear it. No, I can't.
I'm like trying. Like, can you hear that? You're just gonna hear like random tapping.
Yeah.
And maybe I don't know.
And I appreciate that she wants to go into law school. I think it's really fitting. And I don't really know what she was trying to go and to study before this in her university, because I don't think they really.
I think it was just maybe like general education or something.
It was something
But
about maidenness.
She was doing something for the maiden program, but like I think she's honestly just doing like a general education, like whatever. But like I feel like this is it's her being like in law school. I feel like that just it's super fitting of her, and like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's like something that she wants to do. She's building her personality. She's building herself. And like it's something that I could honestly see her doing. Like she has the drive for it. She has the smarts for it. And I couldn't see her just being like this maiden, you know, doing maiden things, I guess.
Yeah.
like I need to see her maiden things. But like she a baddie. She needs to do baddie things, you know?
Mm-hmm. Power posing in her suitcase. I so think of Elle Woods when I think of her going to law school.
Oh my goodness.
I've been like legally blonde.
Yes.
I
She's got
love
the puppy in her purse because she's had that puppy in her purse in the past. And
I could totally see it. I could totally see that. Oh my god, that'd be so adorable. And the pink and everything. Oh my goodness. I love it.
I absolutely love the last panel of this portion that we're talking about, when you can just see the two body differences here. Like you can see how she's short, she's thick, she is gorgeous, and then you have this tall and this slender, and I'm seeing two opposite women that look absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
This is such
I love the diversity, like the
yes.
you know, in this webtoons. Like, oh my goodness, I
the
love it.
body
so
positivity is so wonderful in this, because every woman is gorgeous, and they're all different in this.
Exactly, and I love them all. All these queens in this webtoon. My man.
I love that she's curvy. Like she's curvy, but everyone knows she's like the most beautiful out there. It's just great. And okay, so B, you're gonna be Hades, and so
yes, I get to be Daddy Hades.
Daddy Hades.
All right, so Panda, not Notion. Panda.
Who's Notion that you keep talking about?
I'm gonna try to have a deep voice, although I have the highest voice in this podcast.
Panda's gonna be Persephone, fitting, and then I'll be Hecate. So I'll probably quiet away at some point in this conversation. Hey,
shook it. Smiley.
Hey.
I need to talk to you. I've got something for you. I meant to give it to you a while ago. Tara's assistant mailed them back to me. Now, promise me you won't reject my gift this time.
You're going to roast me until the day of my death over that, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. No, it's not anything fancy, but I saw it and I thought of you.
Admiring. Oh, they look like Cerberus.
I know!
I don't think anyone ever got me such a nice gift.
Well, except for that baklava I made for you, which you rejected.
Enough. Let's go. Get you out of trouble.
Oh my gosh. How cute is their flirting? I love when he's getting flirty with her. He's acting like a scoundrel, because that very last panel, his like teeth are poking out and everything.
Right? I love it. And she was like, I got you. I love them. I love their dynamic so much. They're just so comfortable around each other and like open and free, I guess, within each other. And I really like
Yeah.
that.
I always grew up with the idea of if I'm making fun of you, then I like you, the kind of
Yeah,
thing. And they
literally.
have that playfulness with each other, so it's great.
Yes. See, I show my love for you by roasting you. If I roast you, we're definitely closer friends.
I
Yeah,
feel like if
that
they
scared
heard
me.
the roast we have between podcasts, they would not think we're
Oh
friends.
God, guys, these two friends of mine, they were roasting me so hard, and before this, I can't believe I'm still here.
My husband's best friend is actually scared of me, and he's just like, "Your wife is savage."
You are. You have been since your middle school days.
I've
The
always
fact,
said it how it is.
the fact that your husband's bestie says this kind of makes me laugh because yes,
Of who
he
my
was, he was kind of a
husband's
savage
bestie
back then
is.
too.
He's so scared of you. B's so savage, guys. You gotta
I was scared of him back in the days. I was scared of him.
I just noticed like I'm so happy she finally got that handkerchief to him though. It's like
Okay,
how long?
yes, she's had it for like ever, and I'm just so happy that she's like not overthinking and just comfortable and like, okay, yeah, I can give to him. Like we have a bond where I can comfortably give you something and not have to overthink about everything I do. And the fact that he goes like, I don't think anyone's ever given me such a like nice gift. Like that is the cutest, most precious thing ever. And
It's
also
also
like
kind of
seriously,
sad.
it's also sad. Yeah, that's what I feel like. That's so sad. Like you telling me your family, your friends don't give you this. B, are you crying?
No.
She's wiping
No.
her tears for Daddy
I had an
Hayes.
eyelash fall, but it was perfect timing.
No, like how sad is that? Like no one like it's a freaking what is it, handkerchief? Was it? Yeah, a handkerchief. And something that you're passionate about. So like the fact that no that's such a small gift, but like it's so meaningful at the same time. And you're telling me no one's ever done that for you in all the years that you've been around, that's so depressing.
Yeah. I mean, it's really charming that she's able to do that for him now. And I think that's just so sweet that like,
Oh yeah, definitely. And
Oh
I feel
my
like she
gosh.
finally feels like she could do something for him. Like he's like been there for her and been so supportive. And I guess like this little thing that she did for him, I don't know. It's so freaking cute. It's super precious. I love it. I love them.
I really love how they look in the last panel where he's like, "Well, that's enough. Let's go get you out of trouble." He's so confident because he's like, "You're going to be mine. I'm already yours. Let's just go do this." And look how happy she is. She's just like, "Ah, he's touching me." And he's just like, "I have to save her."
I love the dynamic in that frame. It's just so cute. It's like, they're just joking around, having fun, roasting, whatever. Like it's just cute but flirty, but like, I don't know. I love it. I'm just gushing. It's just cute.
it's so cute. It's
I
butterflies
have
all
no
at this
words.
point. Oh,
People look and
okay.
probably think I don't know how to speak, guys.
Does Apollo pop up in these scenes at all? Okay, no, it's just
No.
I was about to say, who wants to do him?
I'm not gonna be him.
So in these next panels, I love how it's black and white, and then all of a sudden you start seeing all these cool colors for the people, and it makes me think they're like in a rave because of how not one person is one color.
A rave. Raves, guys. Raves. Anyways, let's skip my raves.
I mean, they have a literal toga party. They're all in sheets.
Yeah. All right, so for these next few panels with Artemis and random people, and I'm assuming this is Athena. Who wants to be who?
I guess it'll be Artemis. I want to sigh.
Okay, go.
All right, I'll be Athena. So
I'll be the random people.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. You're random people, so you're the other one too?
You're the one saying excuse me.
Oh, wait. Oh. Excuse me.
Hey, Artemis.
Sigh. I'm sorry that I'm late. Where's Hestia?
She doesn't feel very well, so she couldn't come.
Oh no.
I don't see your brother here.
Yeah, Zeus won't attend the verdict.
Really? That's so odd.
Yeah, they've been fighting a lot lately.
Oh, that sounds stressful. Do you want some of my trail mix?
Sure.
Oh crap, it's starting. My father doesn't look great. I think that's me. Yeah. My father doesn't look great. Okay. Yeah.
Paige likes my blowout.
I love that.
I love it.
Look at text, guys.
We finally see something that shows his personality, and I'm just like,
yeah! Okay, guys, Zeus is sweating again. Sweating, looking frustrated. Hades,
almost looks like he's crying.
Yeah, it does.
He will be one day.
And he's just staring at Dad Hades.
Here comes Persephone and Demeter.
With the big booties.
Wait, the fact that I was both of them.
You had to do double acting.
I'm really double acting. Waltzing in ×2.
All right, they look distressed.
Holding hands with myself.
I love how they walk in together, and we've been talking about how Demeter is like this helicopter parent and how she's like controlling and kind of narcissistic. At least I brought up that. And then you just see them hug, and Demeter, no matter what happens, I love you. And like, Persephone, I love you too.
Love each other, but like, bro, sometimes you gotta just back up a little bit. Give me some space. So yeah, I really liked the part where she was like, no matter what happens, know that I love you. And then Persephone's like, I love you too. Like, whatever happened has happened. Like, they've been through a lot. Like, her whole breakdown last chapter, but you know, you love each other.
And then when you continue the panel, you see Hades and Persephone, and they just have this cute, like, I'm looking at you, I see you look. And then you see Demeter, and she's accepting it. You can tell that.
Yeah. The facial expressions have been like so beautifully drawn and like expressed. Like, I can read her face and actually know what's happening. Like, it's not just a drawing. It's so much. It's so detailed. I love it so much. Like, you can literally see her starting to come to terms with this like relationship that she was so distraught about, like literally a chapter ago. She's like seeing it and she's like, okay, maybe.
Mm-hmm. So in the next few panels, like, it's about Demeter about to do, I guess, her testimony, right? This is her testimony. I'm gonna read these parts, but Panda, I want you to do the evil laugh.
Okay, wait.
Okay, ready?
Wait, the evil laugh?
There's gonna be an evil laugh, so
I remember.
I gotta use this mic so we can get that evil laugh to spook in. All right. Hello, everyone. Firstly, I'd like to use this opportunity to plead for leniency on behalf of my daughter. I insisted on the cover-up, even though she was against it. And admittedly, part of the reason that I hid the act of wrath in the first place was to protect my daughter's image. But it was not the only reason. How can any of you expect me to turn to Zeus when he never shows any impartiality? Zeus, you have always treated me unfairly. When have I been unfair to you?
Okay.
Is that who I think it is?
Laugh. I've had so much fun listening to the events of this trial.
And then they just hold each other. He's just like, she mine.
But I must admit, I'm disappointed that I didn't receive an invitation. And that's it. That's it.
Guys.
My laugh was awful, but that was kind of funny. You're not gonna lie.
It was so good.
Thank you. Your readers, readers. Why do I keep saying readers? Your listeners are gonna be like, "Yo, what is going on in this chapter?"
This one, I was like, I don't know how we're gonna make this like so juicy, because that chapter alone, right at that ending, it was like you just grabbed me and just chewed me out and spit me out into the wall, because this was, oh,
Dude, the next chapter.
It's gonna be intense because of the cliffhanger that we just got like dangled on.
like the first image you see of this woman, I don't really know what this goddess's name is, but all I could see is those wings, and that's the look, that's the feeling that Persephone felt.
I just want to say, do we know it's a woman in this chapter?
Oh, you know what? Maybe not. This person. It's just a goddess.
Spoiler.
I guess you can tell it's
goddess?
a woman because of how precisely the toes are pointed, and then the lips. My big thing is the eye. Like, when I saw these wings, I was like, what in the world? And then I saw this giant eyeball, and I was like, this is judgment. This is judgment staring at us.
Dude, this coming up chapter is gonna be so good. Like,
I don't know, like when I saw those eyes though, that's like the exact eyes that peer at Persephone when she's in the greenhouse, if you remember.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's the feeling that she mentions. Like, there's always been this feeling behind her, and I'm like, is this who it is? Is this the feeling that she expresses? Because you see Persephone's face here. She's terrified.
This goddess could literally be what was stalking her all this time. And that's crazy. Because now we have an actual being, that feeling that she's been having. Like, that's insane. But like Demeter though, out here apologizing and stuff like that, she spoke some facts about Zeus. Like, how do you expect me to turn to him? Like, he never shows any impartiality. I can't even say the word. But anyways, she's not wrong. She is not wrong. He is not fair to everyone. So
he's really not. You see it with some of the sons as well, when they were like, yeah, no, my dad shows his favorites, and then yeah, as well as who he talks to and how he talks to people that come to his parties.
I'm just like, that cliffhanger just killed me inside, because I'm just here thinking, it has so many like options to where it could go. Like, who is this
where
person?
It could go, who it could be, what could happen next. Like, oh my goodness, it's crazy.
Yeah, like what?
It's endless.
Why is everyone so freaking scared of them? Because everyone is intimidated by who this person is, and
like you can see the looks on everyone's faces. Where are they? Hades doesn't look comfortable. Like, Hades, you don't mean Daddy Hades is not comfortable. Zeus looks shook. Poseidon looks shook. Like, Zeus looks like he's gonna friggin' pass out or something, or like crap his pants or something.
You see Hera hold her daughter so tightly in that scene, and it's just like, who is this person that can intimidate the gods and goddesses this much?
Like this, and then all we see is like this dark wing with this peering eye, like so ominous and like creepy. Like, dude, like, who are you? And like Hades just looks, and Persephone is terrified. Hades just looks scared, but like, you know, wary, I guess. Like, I don't know.
He's wary, but I think he's ready. He's in protection mode. He's here, like, I got you.
Literally.
My thing is, she's like, why didn't I get an invitation? And that makes me wonder, why didn't they get an invitation?
I would assume, like, if she had, or they had to mention this, everyone looks pretty scared of them. So either they're just like intimidated by this person, like, you can't have anywhere to be with us, or it's more like they're outcasted or banned, kind of like with Leto is in a way, because Leto didn't get an invitation, so maybe they're just banished in a way.
Vanished, probably. That's probably what it is.
But when it came to Leto, like they should have told her, get out. You're not allowed here. Hades wasn't scared. He just said, you're not welcome. He had this stone face, kind of like, "Argh." Okay. Everybody
care for
here is just like, no,
Scared.
no.
I mean, I don't know, like, probably this person is banished is what I was thinking, but also like not like banished, but they're like, okay, you can't come back because, you know, you make people uncomfortable. I don't know, like, we don't want you here. You're not welcome. You can't come back. You cause chaos. I don't know, like something like that is the vibes that I was getting. And they're scared because of this potential being what this potential thing could possibly do now, since, you know, this is definitely a grand entrance. Like, something's gonna happen, and that's why they're scared. Not like, I wouldn't say that they're scared like, oh my god, they're gonna kill me or whatever, or something like that. They're scared of what could happen, of the possibilities.
Yeah. I mean, they just scooped right in and then freaked everyone out.
Yeah, with that evil laugh and everything.
I'm just Panda.
You know, maybe I should, you know, become an actress or something. Not an actress,
Yeah.
what is it? A voice actress?
Voice actress, kicking it in, killing it here with your skills. I had a lot of fun, like kind of like doing a little script kind of thing because it was just funny.
I loved doing that. That was a lot of fun. I think it worked really well with this webtoon particularly because there were so many characters and we all just chose I love the fact that you told me that you want me to do the evil laugh because that was so much fun for me. I mean, I guess, you know, TikTok ain't lying when they say I'm evil and I'm a villain. I dead ass I'm a villain right now. Like, hey, I don't know why. I'm a nice person, guys. I swear.
See, every time I read the evil laugh, I think I read it in a different way. Because when you see the different changes, is it like a ha, 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 ha?
I think it's like that, yeah.
You know, like, is it just changing? It has the Doppler effect.
I'm like, when I was imagining it, I was like imagining kind of like a witchy laugh. Like, like, I don't know how to do it right now.
Yeah. Like, let's think of a character. Could it be like Maleficent evil laugh? Or like a Cruella evil laugh?
When I think Maleficent, I think of how she's like very sharp and to the point. So she's like a ha ha ha. There's not like all this different. This one would be like a ha ha ha.
Actually, this one would be more creepy. Actually,
something like a Cruella, Maleficent. What's another female villain? I don't know. You've seen like
look up female villain laugh. Let me do that.
I feel like this would be the old lady that's giving the apple.
Yeah,
but it should be like a hee 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 hee. Like,
have you seen WandaVision? I don't know if you've seen
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes.
I'm thinking Agatha.
Jokes.
Agatha laugh.
Yo, you have a point there.
Like if you've seen or have watched it, I would say like just the way she like evokes that laugh kind of reminded me of what could be going on down here. But you know, it could be anything.
Yo, WandaVision, watch it. It's so good. I watched it in a day. One today.
Yeah, it's good. Check it out.
This is the laugh that I'm imagining. Wait.
That's an idea.
That's the laugh that I was thinking.
That's some evil laugh. Like if we could hear it, like that would be really cool if they had gotten some music in this episode of like.
Honestly, that'd be so cool.
Sometimes they do supply it, and it'd be really cool if we had gotten like that mystical mystique to it. You know.
I like the fact that I actually looked up a laugh for this. That was fun.
You should just added it in there, like edit the laugh.
Yes. Oh my god, yes. Do it with mine, like under mine or something, like haha.
Okay.
with the little finger tapping.
Completely off. Have you guys seen the video where the guy's like, ha 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 ha? It's so like I'm reading this and it's just ha 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 ha.
Dude, now it's this.
And look right in front of it. It's the ha.
Dude,
There we
that's so
go.
funny. Oh my gosh.
I love it. I love it.
I love that. Imagine if they added that in. That was the music for the chapter.
That was the music. There we go. And I am just so curious about the next chapter because I need to know who this person is. Why is Persephone why are they so connected to this feeling? Because it's the exact same eyes that we see in the greenhouse. So I'm really curious.
When we do the next chapter in the podcast, I just want to say I'm gonna be this character. I'm the villain, guys. I have to be this person. I'm invested. I don't know who it is, but
that's who you
it's
are.
me. It's me. It's who I am.
You need a mic. You need a mic so you can invoke that.
I'll just like pull out my other AirPod and be like, "This is my mic."
Yeah.
Hello.
Do that, like
Those
immerse our
Run
readers into it.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I just want to say, when you were reading, bro, you have a nice voice. It's like so soothing.
The first time I ever heard Gabby's podcast, I was like, "You're kind of like Bob Ross. Like, I just want to listen
Oh my
to
goodness.
you."
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's sweet.
Awesome, queen.
Thank you. People always tell me my voice is soothing, and I'm always
It
like,
is.
well,
It is.
if it is, I'm grateful.
You guys, the thing is, I've known her for so long. I've known the soothing voice for years. Makes me happy.
I am so excited that we were able to talk about this chapter in depth and have a fun read along with it. Hey, next time we could do like just a fun read along. If we ever wanted to do that, that'd be really fun.
We should do like a first reaction read along.
That would be really fun.
We're reading it and then we'd have to stop and be like, "Did that just happen?"
Yeah. Literally.
Oh, maybe with the mid-season. The mid-season, we can't read it yet if it comes out. We're gonna have to suffer until we can talk.
All right, that's fine. We can do it. We can do it.
Oh my goodness, that'd be so much fun. Yes, let's do that.
We're gonna promise we can't read it yet until it drops.
I won't.
That's fine for me. You too.
Yeah,
I can't. If I could fast pass the fast pass, I would.
I would. I totally would. Like, Webtoon is taking my money, bro. I'm not complaining, but like, dang, I have no patience. I'm one of the weakest soldiers.
It's scary because like once you fast pass, you've had a taste of it.
Exactly.
You don't stop.
Exactly. It's so bad. I've done it with other Webtoons. I'm like, yo, I need to chill. I'm fast passing like I got all the money in the world. I don't. I don't.
No, I'm thankful that B told me about Google Opinion rewards because I've at least gotten $1.
I need to do that because what is
I'm telling you, it is a lifesaver.
Google Opinion.
That message. I need to do that because I need to.
Yeah,
I'm out here fighting for my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a fun podcast. Like, I really enjoyed reading it and like being a character. That was really fun for me.
I just love us all together, my goodness.
Well, I'm glad that we could get everything we wanted out of here. And so hopefully in the next chapter, when we talk about it, we'll get more answers. So we'll call it off for today. I'm Goobs.
And I'm Panda.
I'm Bee.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
I would like to take a moment to thank my wonderful co-hosts and friends, Bee and Panda, for joining me on this discussion of Lore Olympus. If you would like to reach out to either of them at all, I will leave links to all of their social media in the description below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions of what we discussed today in this episode by messaging me through either of my social media handles. Both my Twitter and Instagram handles are @Toon Balloon. I would love to hear from you. Also, definitely tell me any other webtoons, anime, or manga you're interested in. I may talk about them in future episodes. The Toon Balloon podcast can be listened to on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and more. Now, let's end this episode of the podcast. Thank you so much for joining me today and taking the time to listen to my humble podcast. I look forward to talking with you again. This is the Toon Balloon podcast. I was your host, Gooby. See you next time.